Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Bounce it to the left side. Ahmed has it on the second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Seattle. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Wade LeBlanc gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
This is what the good teams do right here, Matty. 8-2 in their last 10. Looking to keep their foot on the accelerator right here. Playing great defense, getting great pitching, and swinging the bats. This is what it's all about.
Second baseman.
Now to the plate, Ketel Marte. Here's the first pitch to him. We'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. This is in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Henniger. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. The average sits at 286 here to start play. Home runs up to 30 now, and 81 driven in. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away. The
1-1. And it's fouled away. Goldschmidt on third with 2 out. Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Nothing doing for Arizona. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He'll get us started in the top of the second. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And that misses 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And that's the second out.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Dan Vogelbach.
Striding in, Dan Vogelbach. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Is in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down and the inning continues. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Batting 8.
Coming in for his first at-bat, David Freitas. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He waits, now the pitch. That's taken, now it's 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Mariners leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Scott Schebler. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Center fielder, Scott.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak.
0-1, here's the pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
There are 2 parts to every great catch. 1, getting the right route to make the play, and 2, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Digging in, David Peralta. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Heredia. And he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Nick Ahmed. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball one. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Schebler leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. One. Next for Seattle, Wade LeBlanc. We are all set to begin the third inning in this one. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Mariners pitcher with a 1-1 count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Peralta, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes BP 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger.
The second for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Panik.
Here's Joe Panik. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Third inning, no score to this point. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. Home half of the third coming up. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Pitch on its way to Avila. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. Stepping up now, Patrick Corbin. Textbook sack bunt situation here. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Here's Gerard Dyson, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And no swing apparently, ball 1. Avila leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The 1-2 in the dirt, and now let's see, and he nails him at third. Great throw.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Fouled off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Grounded to first. Vogelbach moving to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Standing in, Nelson Cruz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even.
Count is 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Riding in once again, Mitch Haniger. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the game.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Pulled toward right center field. Schebler on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Center fielder, number 5.
Now at the plate, Guillermo Heredia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lifted in the air toward the line in right. Chasing after it is Dyson, and he makes the catch in the corner. Striding into the box, Ketel Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. One is a cutter that misses 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
3 balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte. And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Number 44. Oh,
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Marte on at first, nobody out. Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that brings up Scott Schebler as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field, base hit. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He swings and grounds it to short. Backhanded. There's one on the first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
So digging in now, David Peralta. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Called strike 0-2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
In now, Nick Ahmed, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And a wide throw, but a great job there to keep his foot on the bag, and that fine play will end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We'll come right back with more from Chase Field following this. So striding forward now, Dan Vogelbach, a base hit in his first trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Digging in now for the Mariners, David Freitas looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Schebler coasts under it, 2 down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And neither of these guys are what you'd call flamethrowers, but still a respectable 93 and 90 as their two top speeds. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Marte fields it cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the D-backs 2 and the Mariners nothing. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, catcher.
Pitch on its way to Avila. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw.
Ball 1.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
2 straight.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Nope. Fastball that misses.
I got to count 2-2.
Struck him out. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Patrick Corbin. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Swings through the slider there. Swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Gerard Dyson, first 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Ball 2.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Gene Segura standing in. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. 1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
After it is Peralta, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He went down on strikes last time up. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
High in the air out to center field. Schebler moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Mitch Haniger is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Check swing here, and they'll appeal it down to first, but Carl Dixon's right on it. He went around, so that's strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Pitch outside, the throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Nettie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
3-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another one sent foul. Another payoff pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Payoff pitch one more time. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Rose. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling it.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So a run on 2 hits. James Pazos enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 47.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. No balls and 1 strike. Marte is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Count was 2-1.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Marte takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside to Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
1 ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
The 0-1 on its way. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Here's the 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Again, he sends it out of play. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Now in the box, Scott Schebler. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no
Missed with a slider. In the dirt. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Three and 0 now.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that.
Takes a knee-high fastball. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Heredia is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Digging in to try it again. Brendan Drury. No hits to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. That will bring in Guillermo Heredia now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Schebler is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Dan Vogelbach is next. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Stepping into the box, David Freitas. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low apparently. 2 out, nobody on. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Boy, D-Row, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. This is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your heart out on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes set and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounded to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Mariners 1. Dan Altavilla gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in, David Peralta, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
David Peralta.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Peralta leads off second with nobody out. In for strike 2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Heredia racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
The catcher, number 5. Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. Here comes the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
The pitcher number 14.
A.J. Pollock will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, A.J. Pollock.
And that misses, ball 1. This is line to left. Henniger is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great. Archie Bradley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 25.
Gene Segura standing there. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Bradley is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty D. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
I'm set with the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Schebler is after it. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. Segura ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though. This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Just missed with a breaking ball. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
The 2-2 one more time. Chopped weakly to the left. Drury gloves it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So striding in, Mitch Henniger, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. And the count holds at 2-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
The 0-2 delivery. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Dyson's there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. He's safe at the plate. It's a big two-out hit, and that ties the ball game. That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Ground ball right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone. Robinson Cano will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 22, Robinson Cano.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Cano is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked the donut off his bat on the on-deck circle, Matty, that was the only thing that was on his mind. He's been in this situation multiple times in his career. The moment will not get too big for him. He knows how to slow it down. Don't be shocked if he leaves Earth right here.
Line hard down the line in right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Popped him up. Drury is there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Mike Margima, meanwhile, will take over at first base as a part of the double switch. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch hit in the air to shallow center. Worth is under it. 1 away. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. You remember, he motored around the diamond for an inside-the-park home run last at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Cruz, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His past batting line against David Phelps. He's got a 3-for-5 line. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Hit down the line at first. So that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Brandon Drury will bat next towards second, and this is taken for the out. Striding in to start the ninth, David Freitas, and they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Brad Boxberger comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Boxberger, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Lays off, 2-2 now. Hit down the third base line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Line to the right side, but a foul ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
On the first and Worth is set down. There are two away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Left side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Here's Joe Panik. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. In there, and it's even at 1. Bouncer up. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Nelson Cruz.
Stepping in now, Nelson Cruz, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. Tag not in time. And that ties the ball game in the top of the 9th.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Standing in, David Peralta. Past batting line against David Phelps. 2 hits in 7 tries. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Sent on the ground out to second. Panik's got it, and there's 1 down now. At the plate, Nick Ahmed. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Chopper to short. Segura fields it cleanly. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Stepping into the box, Alex Avila, who sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side and right into the shift. Segura has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready now, Kyle Seager, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Brad Ziegler takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded weakly to the right side. Marte has it, flips it underhand. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Brandon Crawford will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Brandon Crawford.
On the corner at the knees, 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1, a little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. Coming to the plate now, David Freitas. There are 2 gone, and the possible go-ahead run at first. No balls and a strike to count. Tap down the line. Drury has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle. This game's all tied at 4. Edwin Diaz comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Jake Lamb is going to come in and pinch hit here as he's the potential winning run here in the bottom half of inning number 10. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play, with 19 homers and 68 runs batted in. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Missed with a slider. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings. Here's Gerard Dyson. A winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Oh, On the ground to short. Could this be two? To second for one. Back to first. It's a double play. And the prospect of more baseball looms on the horizon. There are two away now. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. And he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. Worth is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Daniel Hudson takes the mound to start the 11th inning. Here's Jason Worth. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now he'll step off. Line drive to left. Peralta is there, and he has it for the out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Gene Segura standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. Swinging a hard liner to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Up next for Seattle, second baseman, Joe Panik.
Here's Joe Panik. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's gone 3 for 8. Tommy Lane, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over 90. On the hill.
Tommy Lane.
Now here's the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. And here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Margima shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. In the air out toward right field. Under it is Cruz now for out number 2. Now at the plate, Brendan Drury struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He's set. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0. Now the 2-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Worth is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more. At the plate, Nelson Cruz. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. in there, 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Curveball just about brung him up, but it's to 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Kyle Seager waits on deck. Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Hero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Popped him up. And it's 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Mariners leave 1. Still all square at 4 apiece. Trevor Rosenthal will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and the best case scenario for him is to take us to the 13th. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, David Peralta.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, left fielder.
First offering on its way. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Cruz ranging back. Ball game. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with 1 swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off